Okay, here we are. Recording started. TBM 930.
Runway 30 left, daughter Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha.
It's a nice airplane. Yep, very nice. I'm waiting for the engine to die so I can go through the startup, right? Yeah. Okay. This plane, I wonder what this plane, how much this plane costs. How many millions? What'd I say it was? TBM 930. Let's see, TBM 930. TBM 930 price 4.1 million. Yeah, very, very nice. Need to buy 5 of them, different color for every day of the week, working day. Let's go back inside here. Alright, I've got it set up to fly GPS and ILS. We'll have to get the ILS frequency when we get to that point so we can put it in. Alright, otherwise it won't pick up the landing system. Okay, let's hit and give it some battery. Fuel pumps on. And we're going to crank it. It's going to wind up before the clutch grabs to start the propeller turning.
TOS system test. Okay.
Our Garmin went through its test, said everything was alright. Got to get rid of some of them lights there. We'll I got to turn on the alternator and get rid of some. I got to turn on the pit op and get rid of some. I got to turn off the fuel pump right now. And then I gotta turn this inert SEP off. And now we just got the blinking for the parking brake. Everything else is okay. We can quiet that warnings. Alright, then we got we'll go back up. Yeah, well, tell you what, let's do this. That way it's already in there. I'll bring up a little nav map. And we're going to land on 11. We're taking off 30. Here we are there. We're going to take off this way. And it's going to actually go out that way or this way to turn around, so it won't go straight out and follow the GPS and then have to do weird hairpin stuff. But this ILS path here, it'll give me the frequency, so it's 111.95, elevation's 598 feet. So 11195, remember that, 11195. So we'll go to the nav. Oh, I always do that. And we'll set nav 1. Okay, 111.95. That's our frequency of our ILS, and it's actually the standby right now, so we want it to take over the active, so we're going to throw it up there. Now it's on top for the active localizer, and then nav 1 position there. And we'll go to PFD. We want our speed bugs on, so they'll show up in that strip, the different speeds. We got GPS on right now, and everything else looks good. Looks like our flaps are already down 1, so I'll bring it up just so I can put it down. Our elevator trim is in the center, and our aileron is centered, and our rudder trim is centered. Okay, we'll take the gear down for takeoff. And our GPS is going to go towards this SISD. We're 19.8 nautical miles away from it. This is our parking brake. And let's go look out the window. Okay. Turn on some of these on my display down here, or on my okay, landing light. Nav, strobe, light that up, access, generators look good, autopilot's on, and we got enough gas, we don't have to have it automatically switch. All that looks good. We already put our flaps down for takeoff, and this is a neat feature, so you can bring it up and make it bigger, so let's see it. This one here is this is called the MFD, and this is the PFD. All right, this is our attitude. if you're, leaning too much forward or leaning too much back. Attitude indicator. And then they got different settings you can change on here. I'm gonna leave it alone right now. Okay. We already got clearance from the tower, or we wouldn't be out here on the runway right now. So, push the prop pitch forward, and we got the flaps down, take the brake off. Yes, go ahead and get rolling. We'll see our speed tape picking up, and you'll see a R. I'm not watching what I'm doing. What the heck happened? Why did I not? I lost my rudder control. Is this some kind of a trick? What's going on here? There. My rudder's there.
Good day.
Now that was almost disastrous.
119.15 Daughter Golf Sierra Alpha. Departure Daughter Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha is at 1,600 feet, descending 1,000 feet.
Goodness gracious. I'm holding down on the I'm holding down on the wheel there.
Daughter Golf Sierra Alpha, you are 1 mile west.
Okay.
Climb and maintain 5,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 11 approach.
They want us to go up to 1,000 feet. So I'm going to dial up that blue.
Climb and maintain 5,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 11
Actually, what I'm
approach
going to
via
do
system
right at the
transition.
moment, I'm
Clear
going to
descent
just
to
hit,
Daughter Golf Sierra Alpha.
I'm going to zero this heading bug. Okay, and I'm going to turn on heading and autopilot, and then just let it, the altitude just sort of settle down here while I get these controls in order, the paths. So we're flying this heading here, which isn't too far off. 440 feet. Oh, internal temperature there is a little high, so I backed off on that. Back off on the power pitch. All right. I'm gonna bring up the flaps. I didn't bring up the gear yet. Oh, I gotta click in here for all that to start working. When I do it, because I was clicked on one of these. Okay, gears up and flaps up. All right, they want us at 5,000, so I'll put this at 5,000.
Daughter Golf Sierra Alpha, please expedite your climb 5,000 feet.
Okay. I'll put vertical speed, and we're gonna oh, 5,000. I got it. Here we go. We don't have far to go. We'll climb 500 feet. 500 feet per minute. set to 500 feet per minute. To go up to 5,000, it's going to level off. But we're on heading still, and not the GPS, so we want to bring the GPS in.
Maintain 3,500 feet.
Descend and
Descend and maintain 3,500 feet, Dahmer Golf, Sierra Alpha.
Alright, I'll do it.
Dahmer Golf Sierra Alpha, you are 12 miles west of St. Louis.
Okay.
Contact tower on 118.5 when inbound on the approach.
They want me to go to 3,000. Okay.
Tower on 118.5, Dahmer Golf, Sierra Alpha.
And,
Tower Dahmer Alpha, Sierra, X-Ray Golf, Sierra Alpha, 13 miles west inbound ILS runway 11.
3,000. Okay.
Dahmer Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha Tower. Altimeter 29.9er 21271 at 7.
Alright.
Cleared ILS runway 11 approach.
I'm gonna get
ILS
this,
runway 11 approach, Dahmer Golf, Sierra Alpha.
Alright, GPS is on. Turn the navigation on. Flight director. And the yaw dampener and autopilot's on. Okay. So we're turning with the GPS. You can see it coming around. This means it's off course for that part. And as we get closer to it, this will come into the middle. We're going down 900 feet per minute to get to 3,000. We're at 4,000 right now. Doing 239. It's hitting this, interestingly enough, it's going to have to make a hard bank here. Hopefully it's going to come around, see what happens. It's definitely going out farther than I thought it would, but now it's starting to turn. That Garmin and the GPS it's pretty smart. You think it's messing up, but it's actually doing the right thing, because it knows it needs room to make the turn, so it'll go out of its way to do that. So MFD, and we'll zoom out so we can see it's going to come around like this. That SISDE starting to turn. And we're still on the GPS. Our gauges look good. Okay. It's coming around to get on this GPS bearing here. But we're gonna, one point, we want to get to the, kick the approach on the localizer and the approach. We have to switch our CDI to nav 1. That's where we put our frequency. Nav 1 goes to the localizer because it knows it's lining up, and then this is our localizer frequency that we had to put in there for it to find it. And now we can click on the approach. Okay. You see this diamond here? This is our glide slope. And this is our vertical localizer at the front of the runway, and then we got 2 frequencies at the back, and this is our localizer to put us down the center of the runway. So if it was bad weather, clouds, you know, rain, you couldn't see the ground, this would take us down. I'm slowing down right now. Gotta lose a little speed to extend the flaps, what they say here. Flaps extend at 178. We're close enough. I'm going to put the flaps down 1. And we still got our diamonds up at the top there. We're at 3,000 feet. We can bring that down a little bit. We'll bring it down to 2,500 before we get to the... It's picking it up, so we're doing pretty good here, but yeah, we'll just leave it alone. Our glide slope is dropping. Okay, we'll put our gear down. Put our flaps down again, full. And now we just kind of watch our localizer lined up on the runway and our diamond for our speed. You want it to stay in the middle. If it starts going down too low, we're going too slow. If it starts going above, we're going too fast. Right there is Goldilocks. We're perfect. Might need to slow down a little bit. Over here, once I turned on them speed bucks, this is our approach. This is rotate. And then you have your best speed for vertical climb and your best vertical climb rate. But we're worried about landing right now and keeping that diamond in the center there. I didn't turn the landing gear off, I don't think, so I mean the landing lights, so we'll gears down, flaps are down full. We hit this point and it starts going down on its own. Now the approach, we're actually getting too slow. I need to speed it up a little bit. We don't want to stall.
Daughter Golf Sierra Alpha 1272 at 7. Cleared to land runway 11.
Okay.
Cleared to land runway 11 Daughter Golf Sierra Alpha.
The wind's coming from the west, 272 degrees at 7 knots. So we got a tailwind. Okay. I'm gonna slow it down a little more. Our diamond's saying that you need to be a little lower. Lower. We're doing okay. I'm not worried. I could push on the yoke a little bit, but I'll just let it kind of slow down on its own. Starting to approach the approach speed, and then we should see the diamonds start coming up. Down on there we got one red light. We want two for the perfect height. Two red and two white. Okay. Watch that. We don't want to stall. So there we go. We're a little high, but that's all right. We'll go ahead and shut the autopilot off, power back, and I'm landing it. Then once we touch down, I'll reverse pitch the prop to help us slow down. There we go. Now I got the reverse pitch on the prop.
Daughter Golf Sierra Alpha turn next taxiway.
Okay. Taking it off of the reverse pitch. Alright, bring our gear up. They're going to be yelling at us again. Get off the runway. I'm trying. Rome wasn't built
Daughter
in
Golf
a day.
Sierra Alpha turn next taxiway.
What a witch. Okay. So we're getting off the runway so somebody else can come in or take off. And then they want me to contact ground.
Golf Sierra Alpha, contact ground on 127.55.
They want us.
127.55 Daughter Golf Sierra Alpha.
Okay, that was me answering them. Alright, and right now we're on 118.500, so we got to change that. I will just use this 12755. You see it change up there? That's the ground. We want them to request taxi to the gates.
Ground Daher Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha request taxi to the gate.
Daher Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha taxi to gate 12 Bravo via taxiway Alpha Tree Alpha Uniform Bravo cross runway 6 Bravo Sierra Charlie.
You got that?
Taxiing to gate 12 Bravo using taxiway Alpha Tree Alpha Uniform Bravo cross runway 6 Bravo Sierra Charlie Daher Golf Sierra Alpha.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Okay. Then we can zoom in so you can see the runway in that better. Right. It's going the right way. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I gotta click in the dang window. I was pushing the throttle and nothing was happening. There's Lambert Tower. You're not supposed to go too fast on taxiing. They tell you try and keep it about 10,000 RPMs, but I've got everything under control. Okay. Okay. See this? This is supposed to have where you can steer it with the wheel, this center wheel steering, but it doesn't work. So I'm just steering it with the rudder pedals. Well, you know, my job is knocking into my flying time, so I'm retired. January 30th is my last day, and then I am 65 that day on Medicare. And retired. Taking the lump sum and going into a monthly annuity type thing. Same thing as if you took the monthly pay. I'm just doing it with somebody else. Because this market, I just don't trust it. Plus, like if my wife and I took the monthly annuity and got killed in a car wreck a month from now, both of us, none of that money goes to anybody. Kids don't get it. Just goes into the retirement treasury fund or whatever. But this other company that I'm with, they'll do it, and they have a death benefit, so whatever's left over goes to the kids if something would happen. And they have that pop-up, so you have to elect if you want to take care of your wife, whether you're going to give her 50, 75, or 100% when something happens to you, if something happens to you. If something doesn't happen to me first, then they will, they call it pop-up. If she passes before me, they will pop up the to the max of what my pension is, monthly pension, because it goes down depending on what percentage you give your wife. And I was going to give her 75, because the difference between 50 and 75 is not very much at all, and the end result is it gives her another $200 per month, just that little bit of a reduction. So 75's a pretty good number. And we made it. Everything's safe. Shut this puppy down. Yep. There we go. Another safe flight for this $4 point something million plane. Very nice. I like this plane. Okay. Stop the recording and post it.